Chapter Chicks, and I am here to talk about Between by Jessica Warman. But before I get started with this review, I just want to kind of clear up some things. As you guys know, we've taken a 2-week break because I'm getting married. Yay. I'm not actually getting married yet. I'm getting married December 2nd, but we wanted to take a break because a lot has been going on lately, and we really needed a break to kind of get some planning done, get some things done, and really just to take a break, because when if you do videos, which a lot of our viewers do, then you know that it's really hard to make sure you do them all the time. So it was nice to have a little break when we have all this stressful stuff going on. So yeah, but now we're back and we are ready and raring to make videos. But I will also be taking a break later when I get married too. So, but that's another day. Second, something else I was gonna say. You're probably wondering what this is. There's light that comes through right there because there's a window right there, so I have stuff sticking in it. So don't worry about that. Also, my sound quality might not be very good. I lost my cord that hooks my microphone into my computer. Also, I'm sick. So if I sound weird, it's because of the microphone and because I'm sick. So, yeah. But now let's get started talking about Between. I just want to say before I get started with this review that I absolutely loved it. I thought it was really good, and I didn't expect it to be that good. Based on the synopsis that's on the back of the book, it doesn't really give you much, but there is a lot going on that is not said in the back of the book. But I do like how they don't say anything on the back of the book, because then what happens is really a big surprise. So if you don't want to be spoiled, because I felt like I read the Goodreads Goodreads synopsis after I read this, and it really spoiled a big thing in it for me. And so if you don't want to be spoiled, if you want to have that surprise element to it, don't read the Goodreads synopsis. Just read either the back of the book at the bookstore, or you can go on Jessica Warman's website and it has the one that's on the back of the book, not the one that's on Goodreads. So this book was published August 2nd of 2011, and it is published by Walker & Company. I got this book for review, and for some reason, I did a written review over it, but for some reason I thought I did a video review and didn't, so I thought I'd go back and do one because this book is so good. Basically, this book is about a girl named Liz, and she just had her 17th or 18th birthday party on a yacht with her closest friends. And Liz is like this pretty rich, popular girl, thinks she has everything, and something wakes her up the next morning, and what wakes her up completely changes everything about her life and who she is. And she realizes that the people that she thought she could trust and the people that she thought always had her back aren't always the people that you thought they would be. Does that make sense? Like, you think you know a person, but you don't really until you see what's behind closed doors. And that's basically what this book is about. And it's so good. There is a lot more to it than that. Like I said, I just want to give the brief synopsis. That way you guys aren't spoiled. But there is so much to this book that's not said on the back, and I think that it's better that it's not said. I gave this book a 99 out of 100, which is an A+ on my grading scale, which means that it's a 5-star book to me. So it gets up there with, it's not quite as good because it's 99, and it's like nearly impossible to get 100, but it's up there with books like Mortal Instruments, Hunger Games, and it's just because it's a different type of book. There are some crazy elements going on, but it has such a great theme to it. This book is one of the only YA books that I've actually read that has serious meaning to it. I think that the characters in this book are absolutely realistic, 100% realistic, absolutely perfect. I think that we all know a girl like Liz and her posse that are completely perfect. They're the popular girls and guys at school that nobody can touch. They seem like they have everything. The teachers give them what they want. All the adults give them everything they want. And then there's the kids who get picked on all the time for no reason. There's just every aspect of a normal teenager's life is in this book. And it's addressed, and there's just such a great theme to it that it's really like educational. It really kind of like, helps you be a better person, I think. And books like that, they deserve to be given such high ratings. And I was blown away by this book. Blown away. This is the first book that I've read by Jessica Warman, but if all of her books are written this well, then there is no way I'm not going to go back and devour every single one of them, because, wow, just, there's so many little tie-ins and things that happen at the beginning that you really have to pay attention to, and if you don't pay attention to those things, then you're not going to be able to catch what's going on. And there's so many things that happen at the beginning that tie into what happens towards the end, and it's just so good. It's so mind-boggling. It was like this big whole reading experience. And I got like this far, and I'm like, this book's like okay, it's kind of good, or it's good, but it's got this like boring moment. And there's probably, the beginning is like, whoa, really good. Like, the first chapter takes off like crazy. And then there's a part, like, right after you find out what's going on, and right before things start getting answered, like, maybe like this big, that's still really good, but not perfect. But the rest of the book is just amazing, and that's why that little boring part kind of threw me off. But after I got past that, I sat down and read the whole thing in one day. And you guys know me, I can do that very easily as long as the book is really good. And this book is really good, so I was able to do it. Okay, so basically, this book is amazing, and you should go devour it immediately. You should go buy it. You should go buy 10 copies and give them to all your friends. It's so good. And, yeah. And that's got a really pretty cover, too. Look how pretty it is. But, yeah. So definitely check this book out and see if it is for you. But don't go look at the Goodreads, because the Goodreads really spoils the book, I think. So, but, yeah. Now I'm going to be doing a spoiler section, because there's just so much in this book that I want to talk about, but I don't want to spoil. But so now, from this point of the video on, if you haven't already read between, do not watch it, because I will be spoiling. I'm going to put a big screen right now. And so now you know that we're in the spoiler section. Please, please, please don't keep watching if you haven't read it. If you want to watch this, go read it and then come back, because it's good and you need to find out for yourself. But I'm going to start talking about it now, so stop watching me if you haven't read it. So, when I found out that Liz was dead, I was like, whoa, this book just is completely different than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be one of those typical YA books where, you know, girl is like perfect, blah, 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 something changes, something magical happens. But no, this was a book that was like, hey, your life's over, sorry. The fact that you were pretty and perfect doesn't matter now, you're dead. And I'm like, whoa, that's crazy. And then all of the stuff that happens with her and that guy, what's his name? Alex? Alex was like, oh my gosh, what happens with her and Alex? I like saw it coming like only like probably like 50 pages before it happened. And I'm like, oh my gosh, and I was just dying to know like if I was right, if she really did kill him, if she was the one who ran him over. And oh my gosh, it's just crazy. It just blows my mind. Oh my gosh. It was just so good. It was such an experience. And then the fact that he had to sit there and he had to forgive her and see that she wasn't such a terrible person, that she truly did feel terrible about what she did. It completely ruined the last year, a couple of months of her life. And I mean, it showed so much about Liz that she, like, I mean, it would have shown more if she would have said something like she wanted to originally. But, like, the difference between her and her stepsister was so selfish and so mean and so cruel-hearted. And doing what she did to Liz was just ridiculous. And the fact that she was trying to bring Liz down just because Liz had things easy. And that's terrible. Like, I mean, there's people who have things way easier than I do, but I'm like, good for them. I'm never like, oh my gosh, I hate them. I want them to die because they have things so much easier than I do. No, that's not right. You don't do that. And it's just crazy. It's crazy. It's so good. And I think that this plot, the theme of, you know, developing yourself and being the best person that you can be while you have the chance to be that kind of person is just, it made me bawl. I was crying my eyes out the whole time I was reading just because this poor girl, she had things easy, but she didn't realize that not everyone did. And Alex was just like, so awesome. He is such a great character because he really has to show her that, you know, he had it really tough. He had a crazy religious family. I'm not saying anything against religion. It just, you know, obviously it's harder to live under a strict religion than it is to just go do what you want, which was what Liz was doing. And he was getting picked on in school for no reason, and oh my gosh. And oh gosh, it was just so crazy. And then Richie, the way he loved her and the way she loved him was just so cute. At first I thought it was corny. I thought, you know, it was going to be fake and she was going to end up being with Alex because, you know, that's usually how YA books go too. But wow, it was just so ridiculous, and how Richie would run to Alex's house all the time because he just felt the need to run there and he didn't even know it was Alex's house. It's just so crazy. Yeah, that's my rant about it. I completely love this book, and I hope that you guys did too. If you are talking about the spoiler section in the doobly-doo, please post a warning before you say anything that has a spoiler in it. Just because, or you can message it to me personally or send me a Twitter message, or that way, you know, you don't want to spoil for other people just because it's so good. Question though, do you think, after reading the book, do you think that the Goodreads really spoils the book because it talks about how Liz is dead, and it talks about how she wakes up and finds her own lifeless body? So do you think that it spoils it, or was that not really a big deal for you? Because that really just, it like completely took so off guard that it made me love the book right away just because I was so surprised. And I don't know how it would have been if I would have already known that. It would have been easier to pick it up because I was kind of reluctant to pick it up in the first place. So maybe if I had known that, then I would have picked it up quicker. But then now that I'm really read it anyways, I'm really glad I didn't know. Does that make sense? So yeah, tell me what you guys think about that. And tell me what you thought about the book. I'm Jessica with Chapter Chicks. This is my review of Between by Jessica Warman. This chapter was for you.